Hey there, travelers. So, Beta 5 just wrapped up, and guess what? Citlali's kit is final. Yep, no more changes. Well, maybe a typo here or there, but nothing major. What you see is what you get. Now, the big question floating around is, should you save for Citlali? Or stick to the OG Cryo Queen Shenhe, who, by the way, is getting a rerun in the 5.3? It's a hot topic. Even my friends can't stop debating it. Is Citlali the Shenhe 2.0 or her replacement? Well, let's dive into her kit, compare the two, and figure out who's worth those precious Primogems. Oh, and while we're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It keeps me motivated to make more content like this. Alright, let's get started. So, Citlali, the great shaman of the Masters of the Nightwind and universally revered Granny Citlali, is a cryo reaction support. But let's break down her kit to see what makes her tick. Normal attack. Nothing crazy here. She performs up to 3 strikes dealing cryo damage. Her charged attack fires a frost star, and the plunging attack does your usual AoE cryo damage. Standard stuff, right? Elemental skill. Now, here's where it gets spicy. She deploys an opal shield that scales off elemental mastery. The shield absorbs cryo damage with 250% efficiency, which is like saying cryo slaps? Nah, not today. She also summons this terrifying little guy named Its Papa, a creature that follows you around and deals AoE cryo damage when in opal fire mode. Oh, and get this, Its Papa consumes Night Soul points to unleash its full potential. Elemental Burst. This is where Citlali flexes. She calls in her starry and earthly allies to bombard enemies with an ice storm. Plus, she summons these spirit vessel skulls that explode for additional AoE cryo damage. It's like fireworks but with frostbite. As for the scaling numbers, you can see them in the screen. Passives. Her passives are Chef's Kisses. Passives 1. While Its Papa is on the field, after nearby party members trigger the frozen or melt reactions, the pyro and hydro rares of opponents affected by that reaction decreases by 20% for 12s. Additionally, Citlali will regain 16 Night Soul points. Night Soul points can be restored this way once every 8s. Passives 2. During the elemental skill Dawnfrost Dark Star, Its Papa's Frostfall Storm damage is increased by 90% of Citlali's elemental mastery. During the Elemental Burst Edict of Entwined Splendor, Ice Storm damage is increased by 1200% of Citlali's elemental mastery. In addition, when nearby party members trigger Night Soul bursts, Citlali regains 4 Night Soul points. Passives 3. Night Realm's Gift. It's same as Auroron. You can glide, can jump high, can decipher graffiti puzzles, etc. etc. Passives 4. While in an area with phlogiston mechanics within Natlan, triggering Night Soul Burst restores 20 phlogiston. Alright, now let's address the elephant, or rather the cryo archons in the room. Citlali versus Shenhe. Who takes the crown? Shenhe is an OG cryo support who buffs cryo DPS characters like Ayaka and Ganyu. She also reduces cryo and physical resistance and can dish out decent damage herself. Sounds solid, right? Well, not so fast. Shenhe's quills are limited to 5 or 7 hits per rotation, and they don't work well in AoE situations since they get consumed super quickly. Plus, her energy recharge issues mean she needs a cryo battery, which complicates team building. Citlali, on the other hand, brings more versatility. She's got a Zhongli level shield, but let's be real, no one dethrones the Geo Daddy, and her Pyro Hydro Resistance Shred is a game changer. Whether you're running a Melcom with Mavuika or a freeze team with Nouvellette, she fits in seamlessly. And let's talk about her artifact synergy. That Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City set, absolute perfection for her. If you don't know what is artifact do, here is a quick overview. When an equipped character triggers an elemental reaction, nearby party members gain a 12% elemental damage bonus for 15 seconds. If the character is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, they get an additional 28% elemental damage bonus for 20 seconds. The effect can be triggered off-field, so basically 40% elemental damage. She doesn't just support, she enhances your main DPS characters to levels that Shenhe simply can't match in certain scenarios. So, is Shenhe bad? Absolutely not. She's still a fantastic option for cryo DPS mains like Ayaka and Ganyu, where you have to do raw cryo damage. But in the current meta, Citlali just edges her out slightly because of her broader utility and the way she elevates both melt and freeze teams, because in my opinion, reactions are always better than raw damage. Personally, I'm hyped to test Citlali in my Chaska melt comp. Swapping Diona for Citlali with Bennett and Xiangling, that's going to be a melt machine. And don't even get me started on freeze comps. Nuvilette, Furina, Kazuha, and Citlali together, it's like the freeze ecosystem just got a new apex predator. But hey, these are just my thoughts. If you love Shenhe's design or gameplay, go for her. At the end of the day, it's all about having fun. Alright, that's all I've got for today. What do you think? Are you team Citlali or team Shenhe? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, I'm off to grind some primos. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.
回来，大球球冰了，二球球敲，三球球菜肴，四球球熬，五球球莫名死掉，六球球抬，七球球闷着头挖坑，八球球奶奶。